Morning, everybody. Just taking a walk in the fog. I don't know what it is about the fog, but I just love walking in the fog. It's just looks cool, and it makes things feel real extra peaceful if you're in a peaceful place. I think it dims the noise or something a little bit too, but it's really neat. Coming up on summer, so we probably won't get a lot of foggy days moving forward here for the rest of the year, but we got one today. Love this old tree. It's all, it's the end of spring, so all the leaves are on it. And a few months ago, that thing looked like it was dead because it's so barren. But look at it now. Little ravine down here. Bunch of cactus down there. Yeah. So it's April 30th, the last day of the month. And, I'm still always out here. See if you can see this. See that? Where'd he go? Oh, lost in the fog. Yeah, a lot of hawks out here. It's crazy. Just, I don't know, 20 minutes ago, I was out on one of the busiest streets in my town, and it's so noisy. Just the cars and traffic and trucks and commotion. And you come a mile, and I'm in this beautiful place. It's peaceful. The only thing I can hear is my own footsteps and birds. Yeah, it's about all I can hear. But yeah, I'm still out here every day doing my litter removal. As I've expressed to you guys before, it's really tough to try to do the filming and be effective while trying to pick up litter. It's kind of a two-hand job, and sometimes I wind up with so many bags that I can't hold the camera, and I haven't figured out how to really do that without maybe making an investment in some equipment, which was not really the plan. Maybe I will. My son was talking to me last night about some editing app. Look right here. I'm kind of out in the middle of no man's land, but somehow peanut butter peanuts. All the goop and the goodies, and even all the so-called little packages of something good for you, healthy peanuts or something, some sort of fruit or something, all comes in these plastic packages, individually wrapped, every single one. Doing this really gives me a front row seat on just how much there is. And it's not necessary. It's just convenience. We're in a world of convenience. A time in the world of, just everything has to be convenient. See my jacket? Believe it or not, is handmade in Vietnam by a small family that makes these jackets and some other little clothing items out of bamboo. Yeah, because there's a surplus of bamboo. And my wife, who's Vietnamese, was born there and came to the United States after the war. 78, I believe, is when her and her family finally made it to the United States. She was just a little girl. But she's originally from Vietnam, speaks Vietnamese. And she just got to make her first trip to Vietnam. And she was there for 2 weeks. Her and her sister went. And they had a great time. She's back now. I'm happy. And she brought me this jacket. And it came with a little card that told the story about the family. And they're seamstress, basically. And they have, refined the way to make all kinds of things out of bamboo. And so today's the first day I'm wearing this jacket. And its claim to fame is that it's a really light jacket. Is that it absorbs moisture. So not necessarily a rain jacket. Like today it's not that cold. It's foggy, but it's not that cold. It's not cold. It's a little chilly, but that's about it. And it absorbs moisture, so it's something you can actually wear when it's warm. Protect you from the sun because it's super light. It's like you'd have to feel it to even believe how just light and smooth it is. It's beautiful. But sweat, basically, absorbs sweat, and it's supposed to keep you cool, help keep you cool down, and protect you from the sun. So I'm wearing it today. It's my first time to wear it. Yeah. Doing the videos, I like doing them. But I realize that most of them are long and pretty unedited. And, I know that you can talk about picking up litter every day for the rest of your life. But, occasionally something interesting happens. Extra interesting, I should say. But, yeah, so here I am. See that? Already 8 minutes has gone by. I've already did all my litter pickup out in the streets. And now this is a part of my walk where I just kind of relax and get a little exercise. And yeah, it's just, a little prayer and meditation. Ever since I've been doing this, I've found that I can use this time to, interact with the Lord, with God, in prayer. And that really, and just that peaceful meditation, deep breathing. I started doing Tai Chi about the same time I started walking, 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm not, all about it. I just try to do it a little bit every day. Try to do it every day. And it's really helped me too. I sleep better. I just feel more focused. It really helps me with my breathing because I smoked cigarettes for most of my life. And I'm slowly recovering from that. But all those things, those things that they're good for you. And they have a lot of extra benefits that you might not even realize as you're going through your day. When you pray, a lot of times you're just quickening things in yourself and kind of putting yourself on notice. And then as the day proceeds, you may find yourself reflecting back on those prayers, and helps you make better decisions. And really, sometimes the answer to our prayers is just doing something. So a lot of times people think of prayers as like, I'm praying for something, a miracle, or to get something. A lot of times the answer to our prayers is God telling us, okay, the answer to your prayer is go do that, or go do this, or stop doing that, or stop doing this. And that's your answer. Now, what you do with that answer is completely up to you, because we have a free will to choose what we do or don't do. But there's your answer. You want something to get better, and God says, here's how. He answered your prayer by leading you or guiding you to do something. Not just sit there and wait for a miracle, but to do something. And that prayer gets answered first by God advising you or leading you to do what you're probably just not doing. And then you can act on that, and then your prayer is answered. What you were seeking, the problem you maybe were having, is taken care of. So anyway, I had no idea what I was going to talk about today. I haven't really been thinking about it that much. But I haven't made a video in a while, so I was overdue. And like I said, I like walking in the fog. It's just something about it. Yeah, all I can hear is birds. Yeah, it's beautiful. So I figured I'd talk over the birds. All right, everybody. I was talking to a friend yesterday, and we were talking about kind of some issues in the world or whatever, And we concluded with, love really transcends all. When you have love for your brothers and your sisters, regardless of, maybe not agreeing on everything or having opposing views, if you really love and care for that person, that overrides any of your differences. So let me leave you with that. Love transcends all. Let love guide you. And it doesn't mean that you're not going to have, things that you're passionate about and things that, you feel obligated to stand up for. I do. I definitely do. But when it comes down to it, especially with people I know, family and friends, even acquaintances that I know are good people, at the end of the day, I think to myself, yeah, I really care about that person. I wouldn't want to see any ill will come upon them in their life. And I remember how much I like them, and that I even have love for them. All right, everybody. Have a great day, and welcome to May. Bye-bye.